Hello,
Yep.
everybody. Welcome to Spike and Spike and Smalley pubbing poorly because yeah, I don't know. I figured we'd do something slightly different. It's also going to be probably short because Active wants to get back to the England Germany football game.
They almost scored.
They
England almost scored, and then they blew it. Oh, God.
unfortunate, really.
Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Anyway, so some tag bro has happened since we last talked to you.
Like a shit ton. Like, I think we missed the playoffs.
Yeah, I think we did previews for round one.
And that is it. We have missed a lot. Honestly, I was perfectly fine with not doing it, but I wanted to, just so I can say that I'm in the Nooper Ball. I'm in the Nooper Ball.
Yeah, Active has somehow made it to the Nooper Ball.
I've done it.
Um, I mean, really, I think that means that Mr. Awesome and Rick G deserve all the awards.
Hey, hey. Don't forget Obama too. He's my old partner.
Yeah, but like you had multiple O partners throughout the season, right?
I've had two.
Yeah.
I've had two.
So they
Obama
they
and Rick.
both
That is
they
it.
yeah. Um
Oh man.
but yeah, so Miami versus BCC in the Nooper. LST uh will be facing the Krusty Grabs in the Booper. Neither of them
Yeah,
is really
simple.
that surprising of a matchup. Krusty Grabs, if you told me like week one or week two that they were gonna make it, I would have been a little bit surprised. But they just kept improving the entire season. So
Yeah. A couple of their moves really worked out.
yeah,
Yeah, but before we go into the Nooper and Booper matchup, let's talk about the Foci 4 matchup, shall we?
sure.
Alright.
You want to brag a little bit about your
No.
Foci 4?
I'll do the bragging. I'll do the let's do the first match, the Miami one. Then I'll brag later.
Yeah. So I was watching the Miami matchup. It was rough. And then Zeus left and Slav came to fill in and BOA started to look like okay, but I don't know if Miami was just being nice or anything. So that said, Slav good and deserved that shot to play again after just missing out on B team playoffs. But yeah, Miami just completely dominant in that performance. It was a good season for the AmeriCaps, but Miami was just too good even without Sugar.
Yeah, Bank of America looked like a very solid team throughout the season, and to go out like that is never fun.
It's rough.
Just
Yeah.
it's never fun to go out and get scored on 11 times in two separate games.
Yeah.
That is wild. And you gotta wonder if Slav is in for the first three games and not Zeus, do they maybe keep it closer and keep it more competitive?
Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to
Because
start with Zeus,
yeah,
because when he's playing better, he's no offense to Slav, but he's a better player than Slav is when he's playing well. But he seemed tilted. I wasn't in the VC, but just from how he was
I mean,
playing
yeah,
and having
like
gapping in and
like
stuff.
26 grabs. The guy had like 26 grabs for like 40 seconds of hold in the first game.
Yeah, because like
That is
he's been
wild.
grabbing a lot the whole season, but normally he's actually getting out, and he didn't adjust well. And Breezy and Slav have great chemistry, so I think they could have made it closer at least just on the reducing the tilt factor.
Yeah, kudos to the defense of Miami. They moved Juju back to his preferred position on defense, and it showed with how well Jarvis and Juke really managed to nail down this Breezes Zeus offense that has been pretty solid
Yeah, I
throughout the
mean
season.
they're a good offense. They just were not hitting uh during
Yeah,
that matchup.
and then on the other front, Sandra and Macon Bacon, they were not able to really keep the flag in with Squid and Aster. Aster moving up for his first 18 playoff match, and he nailed it. He really did
Yeah,
well.
and I
Yeah,
mean
and
you love to
you,
see it. Um, I would have preferred to not see it quite to that extent, but you love to see Aster getting that chance and taking advantage of it.
Yeah,
Um,
it's kind of weird, but you take out sugar, you put an aster, you lose a mic, you put in a mic. I mean, you move Juice to your preferred position. It seems
yeah,
like the quality of that lineup has not changed.
yeah. Anyway, then the other game on A team, you got.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Say it.
I'll let you talk about that.
Yeah. Ah, this is fun. Nerve wracking, but fun. BCC versus Nips went to 7 games, game 7 overtime. We won. I soloed Carl with a K for the game winning cap, and that is now my proudest moment in a playoff game for 18 that I've ever had, and I do not have a lot of 18 playoff games under my belt. It was back and forth. We won the first game on Merrill 8-5. They won the next two, and then we won the next two, and then they won on Audacity game 6, and then game 7 we were up 3-1. They got 2 tags. In the last minute they tied it up at 3-3. It was just
Yeah, and some
freaking fun.
overtime. I mean, it was good. It was close. Everybody played really well in those games. Um, I'm sure that
Yeah,
the players themselves can point out, especially on it, the mistakes that they made that could have made the difference. But overall, great matchup. Very fun to watch. A really good tag pro.
yeah, quintessential NLTP playoff matchup going to game 7 OT. And then, but in that game 7, no one scored until like the 4 minute mark. Like it was 0-0 for like 6 minutes. And then all hell started breaking loose with like 6 caps in the next 4 minutes. So it's just really, I don't know, I was really feeling nervous going into game 1, but then winning that first game really calmed my nerves. And then it just settled in. Carl and Unit, I continue to say it, and I will say that they were like the best defense I've played the entire season. And it felt really good for me and Obama to finally like break them after getting swept by them back in week 3. But I did have Rick and a no partner back then, so yeah.
Yeah. Then
And
on.
also, yeah, kudos to Knicks in general. I mean, A-Dog and Prime, I wouldn't expect it to be an A-team offense, but they were definitely A-team caliber. A-Dog has great mechanics. He's been on a couple of my B teams. I love the guy. He showed that he could be an A-teamer next season. Prime was really great. Seeing Prime's improvement has been, like season through season, has been remarkable to witness. Carl came back after a couple of seasons gone. His 61 new tag coin price tag was like, I don't think a lot of people expected him to go for that much, but he more than justified the price tag. And Unit 01 getting his first 18 minutes after a solid Uber run with Buster Cup last season. Slotted in really well with Carl, and he was at times he was harder to juke than Carl. Like Unit is very good at contain. And like with Carl, you just need to be really good at containing, and Carl will just clean up the returns. So Dusk drafted another great A team. it just
Yeah.
it's just they came up against a team with a failed A team captain, a rookie, a failed A team player, and its mind was dropped. How they lose again?
I don't know. What was that?
Let's go. And now we go to B team.
Yep. So first B team matchup was LST Miami. Six
Yeah, I'm
game
gonna be
series
honest.
with three
Yeah,
games in overtime. I
that
mean,
sucks for Miami.
it does, but also that's B team playoffs at its finest.
Yeah, you have to wonder how Miami would have done if they had Catalyst, because he was missing. He's
Yeah,
like their best B team defender. But LST is the real deal. I've scrimmed them before. I scrimmed them yesterday, and they were on fire. Like Potato Chip himself, he's like an amazing defender, and and he's so like disciplined at staying ahead. He can hit the snipes. He can hit random snipes. He can do everything. It's wild that he was initially traded from LBT to LST for Omnivore, and now Omnivore is going to be playing against him. in the Uper ball for Krusty Grass.
Yeah. I mean, I know, I think it was Amy was also scrimming with you guys in that and was saying that P-Chip was playing minors caliber ball.
Yeah,
Uh, and
he
then
plays like
obviously,
this all the time. He's minor ready. Like, he surprised me. Like, definitely surprised me.
yeah, and then obviously Riggs good, Vic's good and has been getting better. Scrapper having a fantastic season. It's
Yeah, then you have Victor leading the offense.
Yep,
Solid
it's a
offender.
solid team all around.
Yeah, I think they're worthy of that number one seed. I didn't think they were, but they've shown me that they definitely are. And kudos to the B team for Miami. Just
Yeah,
they make
it's
this
a
look
good
like war.
season. Tough to go out that close, but also you'd rather go out close than getting stomped on.
Yeah. So now the season only ends for you. Now your season only ends 1 week before the rest of the season ends. So what can you do? You don't have to wait that long for the off season.
Yeah,
And the second match, Nips versus Krusty Krabs.
yeah. Nips
After a
Krusty Krabs.
Game 7 OT loss, the Nips lose in Game 7 for
Yeah,
another B team. Oh, that's disappointing.
I mean, B team playoffs living up to the hype. Both really good matchups. I mean, this was as close as it gets. Game 7, two OTs in between. It just,
Yeah,
I mean, everybody playing good tag pro. It's I mean, like I said before, it's been great to see the Krusty Grabs improve as much as they have over the course of the season. And it seemed like Hibana had also improved from a sportsmanship perspective. So hopefully that was something that stays, because he's
uh,
become a
I
really
think
good player, and it'd be great to see him.
I think he's earned the shit talk after we repeatedly left him out of every Krusty Krabs defensive combo. People are calling Corinth Frodo Ballin, or I guess no one remembers Hibana, but I guess now people have to remember him.
Yeah, I mean
He
that said,
showed up.
Frodo definitely good.
Yeah, it's just those two moves, getting J-Swan in free agency and then trading for Omnivore, have really turned that team into a team without an offense to a team with a stellar offense. Just two moves turned their entire season around, which honestly, it just it just shocks me that Do the Wire ended up being that bad consistently. If only two moves can change a team from that to that, how the hell did you screw up?
Well, for starters, I think most of our moves made our team worse, with the exception of adding Magic Pigeon. But also, like,
Classic.
just nothing worked for us. Like, we could even play a good game sometimes and still end up losing because we would just, I don't know. It never clicked, and we didn't have any, like, sometimes Trapson would play like a standout player, and once Magic Pigeon was there, he was very consistently good. But aside from that, like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
It
my Do
was
the Wire slander for this week. I always have to do that once. I'm never gonna let him live this down. I'm
Yeah,
never gonna let you live it down.
but it was bad. Anyway, predictions. Uh, Nooper, it's gonna be good, but I think I gotta take Miami for now. Love to be wrong about
Oh
that,
yeah,
but
no, for sure,
yeah, no.
indubitably.
Miami. I'm
Oh,
gonna say
definitely.
Miami in 6. You guys are
Uh,
giving a
um,
good fight, but
yeah, I also said Miami in six. I want to win the prediction thing for Big Bad Ball thing, so I bet against myself. It's what Bert always says: either you win the prediction or you win the Nooper.
exactly.
It's a win-win here. It's a win-win. It's a win-win.
Well, unless
So
somebody
I
else
think,
more accurately predicts the Miami win.
yeah, but
I wouldn't.
everyone's gonna pick Miami, so either we pull off an upset, or I guess the amount of games
I mean, if
correctly,
you pull off the
or
upset,
I
then
think,
you win. That's a win. If you
yeah.
correctly predict, then it's a nice little consolation prize. But
Oh, it totally is. Like, I don't care about the snooper. I care about winning Big Bad Ball's predictions. Like, this is the farthest I've ever gotten, and this is not what I expected to get. I did not expect to be here, so I'm just gonna ride it out and see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, what else can I do at this point?
So then we've got I think that's probably enough said about the Nooper. It's pretty.
No, let's talk about more. Let's talk about Funky Spud hosting it
Oh yeah,
for the first time,
Funky Spud with the stream.
and this
Super
there's
secret
gonna be a
halftime show coming up.
happiness. I'm so
We could see tubas. I would love to see a full
I
marching band, but I don't want to overhype it if it doesn't happen, because it probably
I
won't.
want Funky Spud to play every song that's been in every Super Bowl halftime show. I want him to sing Prince's Purple Rain.
Maybe,
I want to hear him roar with Katy Perry. I want blinding lights in my eyes. I want everything. I want all of it. I want a mix.
maybe he'll like actually play Sweet Victory like they should have.
Oh yeah, Sweet Victory. This is
Unrelated
great.
on this pub, that guy did not get into the end zone on my screen at all. Probably just lag, but what can you do?
I think I think we've established the fact that now that me and Jarvis are in the Nooper after last season, I think all bets are off. We're gonna go all wacky with this. We're
Well,
gonna
for
go off the
starters,
rails.
you're on offense this season,
Yeah, dude, this is why I'm telling you.
and he
Jarvis
has
doesn't
a
put me on.
good team this season.
This is dumb. Like literally, this is just. If you put me on offense last season, we would win the Nooper. It's a fact.
I wouldn't go that
It's
far.
correlation. Excuse me. When I'm on defense,
You're
I
both
didn't
getting
make the
carried.
Nooper. No, 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 no. What do you mean getting carried? Yeah, that's true. That's fair. It's weird how I'm a fourth ball, but I was like the most expensive one. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Jarvis was the least expensive one on his team. But yeah, that's fine. I'll take being carried. I mean, it's, I mean, it's a Nooper ball. What do I care? I
I
can
mean,
make it.
you were the
I
most
made it.
expensive on our team, but also like Mr. Awesome was pretty expensive, especially
Oh
for
yeah,
a
he was a
rookie.
40.
He's well deserved.
Oh
And then you've
yeah,
got a minors drop, so I
yeah,
think
but
that counts as more
Obama,
expensive.
like, no, you gotta think about it as like Obama with anyone else would be garbage.
Eh,
Obama with anyone else would be garbage. It's only with me that he can unlock his true potential.
sure.
It's obvious. It's obvious. We've already done this before. Obama joined my team mid-season, and then we win a championship. It happened in European tag, bro. It can happen in North American tag, bro. It's not that hard.
Eh. Well,
But yeah, super
we'll
prediction.
see how it goes. Yeah, Booper, LST, KGB. Um,
I
I don't know what to think. They're
initially,
two very different teams, but also both good,
it's just
obviously.
uh, I initially put Krusty Grabs because I felt like Naga J Flan would be like really good. And then after streaming LST, I'm more like, holy shit, Potato Chip and Rig is a
Oh yeah,
giant.
P-Chip and Rig both. Like the thing is, to me, Krusty Grabs is like a good all-around B team that works together and has the chemistry. But LST has two at least A team caliber players on it.
It'll
Like
be close. I
you,
think it'll be closer than people expect. Or maybe I think people are expecting Game 7. And I personally expect like Game 7. I
you gotta hope for Game 7 at least.
You gotta hope for Game 7. But it's close. It's very close. I'm gonna say LST in like 7. Because I don't think Krusty Grabs can maintain a level of consistency over all 7 games or all every game the same way LSD does, because LSD doesn't rotate. They can't rotate. They don't have any players to
Yeah,
rotate.
they've got like one or two players that they could maybe rotate. But things like one of those players is Wall Squirrel, who's good.
He's a limit. No, Walsall can't make playoffs.
Yeah.
He got minutes restriction.
Oh, he's got the minutes restriction for playoffs. I couldn't remember what
Yeah.
the restriction was.
Lieutenant Data, Wall Squirrel, Method Man, they're all not there. And Vocalax, not there.
I would love
Because
to see Method Man get Booper minutes.
there's there are only 4 players for LST, and they've played like this for like the past 4 weeks together. KGB has seven. I think they have 7 players. So I feel like their best lineup would be Naga, Hibana, J-Swan, Omnivore. But Borges, Frodo, Torrent, they're all decent substitutes. But compared to the level of quality the 4 LST players have, you're going to need to have your best lineup out there every game. Because I feel like because the subs, like LST will just target the subs.
I
With the
mean, if
substitutes.
that said, if Krusty Grabs is rotating, I am rooting for any team that rotates in B team
Yeah,
playoffs.
but at the same time, I'll prefer the team that isn't rotating, so I'm thinking LST.
Well, if you're not rotating, then you should be at an advantage. But I'm gonna be rooting against you.
Me.
Well, I'm
I'm
rooting
not in it.
against you regardless. That's just a given.
That's disappointing. We've rotated so many times. Both Miami and Bohemian Rhapsody have had roster changes. I don't know why you've done this. We rotate so often. Do you know how many times people tell me to bench myself so Gilly can get in? A lot.
I mean, it's not
No,
a bad. That's not bad advice though.
shut up. It's bad advice.
But yeah, I think mm, I'm gonna give the hot take, and I'm gonna say Krusty Grabs in 7.
Not even a hot
But
take.
but
It's just really
both,
close calls.
yeah, it's both teams are good. I the, there's not a good way to make the call, but I have to disagree with Active because Active bad.
Yeah, that's right. I've been bad all the way to the Nooper. I'm laughing at this boy that from dead last in a rookie tournament to coming to a Nooper. Look at that. What a come up. Coming
I mean,
24th in a rookie tournament.
if anybody was doubting the ability of anybody else on BCC, look at that. They carried somebody who couldn't even beat Choco in an OFM to
Fucking start.
to the Nooper.
What a fucking start to the season, and then you have that. Oh boy. Can't wait to see what happens next.
Yep.
It's gonna
Well,
be fun. Now what?
now I don't know. I
I
could
think I think they just what, they want to do award predictions? Nah, that's too dumb.
now
Nah, that's
apparently
too
my
dumb.
stream switched to the B team playoff thing, which I guess that's fine. It's good to have that up, but I was
Too
trying to show my
bad.
pubs. Oh well.
No, shut up. No one wants to see your pubbing. This is the
No,
most
they don't.
scum
It's true. This
broadcast.
is probably way better. But you know,
Shout out to the info hub. Shout out to the info hub for being so cool all the time. What would
uh,
I do without the info hub in my life?
Cat Puke
All
says go
right.
back to pubbing, so I'll do that.
Who?
Cat
Who?
Puke, he's watching the
Who's who?
stream.
Who?
He's a bud.
Hmm.
Chauncey58 says go back to
Oh,
pubbing.
all right. Yeah, you can pub. I think that's it. I think that's
I
all we
mean,
have,
I've
right?
got one
Yeah.
viewer, and my
Yeah.
of my one viewer, two of them say to go pubbing. So
Yeah. You can go pubbing. I
I'll
don't
I'll
really
go
care.
pubbing. You can leave. It's fine.
Yeah, have fun. This is fun. This has been the Spike and Spike podcast.
Yes.
Don't vote us for BTS. It's too late
It's
anyway.
too
But
late, but
don't, don't.
if we win, then it's all over. And
If we win, then I'll add another BTS award for my Hall of Fame resume. Let's go.
if we win, I will find a way to disqualify us and give it to whoever finished second.
how
Like
do you,
we really don't deserve it.
fucking missed the? Oh, bro. Yeah, Ice Flat and iTag. Ice Flat and iTag are commentating this Nooper Ball. So
Or
from
like
podcast host to
so
this
like
like what the
any
fuck?
other nominee deserves it more than us, including us as CRC members.
Yeah, I just put the CRC as like a BTS one. They never win BTS. It's kind of stupid how no one on the CRC, how the CRC never wins behind the scenes when we are
I don't think it's
legitimately the definition
never,
of
but
behind the scenes.
it's been a while.
I think okay, vote the CRC for me. It's too late now. But yeah, all right. That's been for me. See you later.
See ya. Enjoy your soccer.
Yep. See you. Bye. Bye.
I've swiped. I think I got time for like one more. Alright. GG's. Thanks for watching. I'll probably cut this part out of the audio version, but it's going on YouTube and Twitch, obviously. So